Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Sir. Nice to see you, sir, and welcome to this program, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
That you accept our invitation to be with us all the time. Thank you very much, sir.
It's such an honor.
Sir.
नमस्कार सर.
नमस्कार मधु जी, कैसी हैं?
ठीक है सर. Thank you for joining our time.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Good evening. कैसी हो?
मैं अच्छी हूँ सर, आप कैसे हैं?
बिल्कुल बढ़िया उमेशा, एकदम बढ़िया.
नमस्ते सर.
नमस्ते सुबोध.
हिमांशु सर.
Madhu ma'am, should we begin?
ठीक है, मिश्रा सर नहीं आए अभी.
एक मिनट में चेक करती हूँ मैम. अभी नहीं आया मैम. ओके.
Good afternoon sir. Good afternoon Madhu ma'am.
Good afternoon सुबोध.
कैसे हैं सुबोध?
ठीक हूँ मैम, ठीक हूँ.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
We can start. Let us see. Within 2 minutes, if he is not ready, we start.
Okay ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
We'll wait for 2 minutes.
2 minutes. Wait for 2 minutes.
Okay ma'am.
हाँ जी सर, आप ज्वाइन नहीं कर रहे? हेलो. हाँ जी सर, ज्वाइन कर लीजिए. Lisa, he is coming.
Also, Madhu ma'am, would Lata ma'am also be joining?
लता को बोला है, देखते हैं. हाँ, ज्वाइन करें. हाँ, कर लो. हाँ, कर लो, अभी शुरू हो. हाँ, हाँ. So कॉलेज के लिए कुछ इंट्रोडक्शन क्या किया था आपने अनवीक्षा? We can start with that.
मैम एक्चुअली वो वीडियो का वो इशू हो रहा था थोड़ा, so we'll directly start with, because we have so many things lined up for the evening, so we'll just start.
कोई बात नहीं, आज वैसे बहुत कुछ है.
Yes ma'am.
यही तो बात है, फिर डिले होगा नहीं तो.
Okay.
Let's start. They will join.
Okay.
Okay sir. Okay. We'll start. Yes
Yeah.
ma'am. Good evening everyone present here. I and Viksha, the President of Student Welfare Committee, would like to express my heartfelt welcome to all of you on behalf of Student Welfare Committee and School of Happiness of Ramanujan College. Wishing everyone a very International Yoga Day and World Music Day. Today, we are here to experience self-realization through inner yoga and a unique blend of meditation and music. Before we move further, I would request Omisha ma'am, Faculty Member, Student Welfare Committee, and Assistant Professor, Department of Applied Psychology, to kindly initiate the event with a formal welcome note.
Thank you, Anviksha. A very good evening to one and all present here. On behalf of the Student Welfare Committee, I would like to welcome you all for this event today, which is in collaboration with School of Happiness, dedicated to International Yoga Day. My heartfelt greetings to our Principal Sir, Professor S.P. Agarwal, Vice Principal Sir, Dr. T.K. Mishra, IQAC Director, Dr. K. Lata, who would be shortly joining us, and Convener of the Student Welfare Committee, Dr. Madhu Bhatta. A warm welcome to the speaker of the day, Mr. Sanjay Talwar, who will be enlightening us with his knowledge and experience around the Sahaj Yoga meditation. Sir has joined us before as well for a few events, and it is always a privilege and pleasure to have him and hear from him. We all are looking forward to the session, sir. Lastly, I extend my welcome to all the participants who have joined us virtually to celebrate this important occasion of Yoga Day in limited yet interesting way possible. Thank you, and once again, welcome.
Thank you, ma'am. Now, as we know that we have our respected principal sir with us, sir has always been the guiding light through all our endeavors. He has always motivated us to move in the right path. I would humbly request our principal sir to kindly bless us with few his words.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to this program on music and yoga. Well, our guest and speaker for today, Mr. Sanjay Talwar, who is basically a therapist, I should say, Sahaj yogist, and today he will combine Sahaj yoga with music also. So it's a great feeling. My colleague, Dr. Madhu, and everyone who has joined this program, and all young friends, who are with us. Actually, since morning, this is our fourth program. One program we finished early morning at 7 o'clock, and then started another one at 7 o'clock. And then we had one program on, especially on music, World Music Day, where Raj Shekhar joined us, at 12 in the noon, and now combination of the two at 4 o'clock. So it's a very great feeling that International Yoga Day and Music Day both are combined today, and we are holding so many programs. So friends, for me, both yoga and music, they are important for the lives of human beings actually. And they are part of our life. Basically, during COVID, music has been so helpful, and yoga has been so helpful. People who are fit, who are positive, probably there are studies that they are less affected. Even if they are infected, they them corrected themselves. So these are very important part of our lifestyle. If we can adopt them regularly, if we can do something regularly, you can keep yourself fit, you remain positive, do some exercises, yoga, meditation, whatever you feel is good for you, and if you can combine it with music, a great feeling. And once again, I congratulate all of you to organize this program, and we are very keen to hear our speaker. Thank you very much. And once again, welcome to all of you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for your kind words. Our Vice Principal T.K. Mishra, sir, is also here with us. Sir has been a constant support to all of us in moving beyond the conventional methods of higher education to do something extraordinary. I request sir to kindly lead us with his words.
Okay, our principal, Dr. Agarwal, my esteemed colleagues, our chief guest, the main speaker of today's function. Really good to know that on right occasions, you are able to organize right programs. And indeed, music, I consider the most important medium of expression, because that is a very effective means of communication. And now that people consider, lectures pretty boring exercise, then I think if you have to communicate with the people, music is a wonderful means. Well, today I came across a wonderful quote by Plato. I would like you to listen to his quote, and no less than of Plato. Music gives a soul to the universe. Music gives a soul to the universe, wings to the mind, flight to the imagination, and life to everything. What else can be said about the importance of music? And we have a wonderful person, who is so well associated with our college and very generously agrees to our all kinds of invitation. We all respect him like anything. And Dr. Madhu Bhatta is really very much impressed by his entire personality. So she is a link person, and we really feel lucky to have any such programs, and we would certainly enjoy every moment of it. And as I have told you, that all the teachers, they should also take a lesson from it, that now that their lectures are considered much boring by the students, they can take help of such things. And I must assure you that in our School of Happiness, this music is going to play a very good role. And I welcome all of you, and I wish you all the best. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. We are blessed to have a very senior faculty member of our college, Dr. K. Lata ma'am, with us today. Ma'am, I would request you to please bless and guide us with your kind words.
Yeah, good afternoon, dear. Good afternoon. But I'm not as senior as you have made it out to be. But yes, thank you so much. Actually, every time we have this Sahaj Yoga, gathering either in the college or as an online program, every time I have tried to be with the program, but then there was something or the other that was always keeping me away from it, but by not participating it 100%. So this time I thought, being a Sahaj Yogi myself, and who has been in Sahaj Yoga for almost 31 years now. So I thought this time I should make it and at least say a few words before our esteemed chief guest, Mr. Sanjay Talwar, begins his journey with Sahaj Yoga and music. Actually, Sahaj Yoga means, literally, it means born with us. And yoga means union. I want to say these few things because I know many newcomers. They're newcomers in the sense of to Sahaj Yoga, and some students are also here. So I thought there are a few things that come to my mind so that, if there is some kind of an attraction to learn about Sahaj Yoga also. So I thought I'll just speak a few sentences before Sanjay Talwarji takes over from here, and pranam Sanjay Talwarji before I make my few sentences here. Sahaj Yoga literally means born with us, and yoga means union. When something is born with us, it has to be very simple and easy. Whatever is born with us has to be simple. Just that in this rat race that we are in, like T.K. Mishra sir said, that the lectures have become boring. We are just in a rat race. We do not know why we are there, but we are in the race. Okay, we all forget about the simple and easy things in life. Sahaj Yoga teaches us to just relax and remain calm and actually set ourselves on a journey of being with ourselves. What is it, or what are the things that we are born with? When a child is born and starts making eye contact, what is the baby looking for? The hugs, the cuddles, the love. That's all we are born with, the pure love. Anyone who is with the baby gets that love, irrespective of who the person is. Parents, of course, happen to be the first ones who are the recipients and givers of this love. Yet, as we grow up, we leave behind this innocence and love and become a part of the big mad rat race. We never look back and relax, but yes, the pandemic probably has given us that kind of time to sit and think back. And I think Sahaj Yoga will definitely help you in that journey. And this love, that innocence that I have been talking about, it is as natural as the sprouts of a seed. We just need to give it to Mother Nature, and the rest is taken care of. But we don't think of all such things. We are busy doing so many other things which may be irrelevant when we sit back, maybe some 20 years later, or 10 years later, 15 years later. If we sit back and think, what are we running after? I do not want to take much of your time, yet I want all of you to revisit your life journey and think about all the simplicities that we are born with, and yet we have made them complex as we moved on in life. The simple virtues that make us all the human beings. We all at one point of time were so devoted and surrendered to our parents. But as we grew, most of us have lost some of these virtues that we had naturally that came to us. Like also, we do not empathize with people. We do not understand. We do not understand our own feelings. How do we understand and share other people's feelings? So these were some of the things I wanted to talk to the students, but I'm sure I don't want to take, like I said in the beginning, I don't want to take so much of your time. But yes, just because I wanted to be here today, and I wanted to listen to Sanjay Talwarji also. So I have kept my promise to Dr. Madhu also. So, and thank you everyone for allowing me to speak. But yes, Sanjay Talwarji, we're waiting for your comments and followed by music. Thank you so much for inviting me here also. Thanks.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Your words are definitely something to ponder upon. This is for the information of all our participants. The certificate of participation will be generated. We'll be sending a feedback link on the chat box here in the meeting itself. We're requested to fill it so that we can prepare your certificates. Now moving ahead. Being born in a musical atmosphere at home. Our speaker for today, Mr. Sanjay Talwarji, is a musician himself and a singer as well. He has to his name multiple songs in both English and Hindi. Sanjay ji is a progeny of Her Holiness Sri Mataji Nirmala Devi and has been a Sahaj Yogi since he came under her holy guidance. With the versatility of talents that he has, Sanjay ji has realized his potentials in all spheres to the fullest. He is the producer of a famous and impactful movie, Grah Lakshmi. It is our privilege to have Sir in our midst today. And on this occasion of Yoga Day and World Music Day, it is no doubt that we couldn't have asked for a better person to lead us on to this journey of self realization through inner yoga and meditation with music. Sir's voice has a unique calmness and positivity to it. Let us first listen to one of his songs before we begin our journey for today.
If you wish to bless this vessel, which is my heart, so let it be blessed. Tears of joy are my guiding steps as I dissolve in this ocean of bliss.
If you wish to bless this vessel, which is my heart, so let it be blessed. Tears of joy are my guiding steps as I dissolve in this ocean of bliss.
Make me a voice of yours, oh ocean eternity. My heart craves to share this amrut of divinity. Make me a voice of yours, oh ocean eternity. My heart craves to share this amrut of divinity. Imagine the mighty ocean enter a tiny drop. I would never have thought I would be face to face with God.
Imagine the mighty ocean enter a tiny drop. I would never have thought I would be face to face with God. How is it that love grows more, the more that you give it away? Herein lies the source of force, transcending night and day.
How is it that love grows more the more that you give it away? Herein lies the source of force, transcending night and day. Overwhelmed in love, I bow to Mother Infinity. My heart craves to share this amrut of divinity. Overwhelmed in love, I bow to Mother Infinity. My heart craves to share this amrut of divinity.
Imagine the mighty ocean enter a tiny drop. I would never have thought I would be face to face with God. Imagine the mighty ocean enter a tiny drop. I would never have thought I would be face to face with
It is true that me and you have one thing in common today, that our hearts are yearning to share this joy of giving away.
Yes, it is true that me and you have one thing in common today, that our hearts are yearning to share this joy of giving away.
It's all in the air. your right to share this amrut of divinity. It's all in the atmosphere, immersed in sublimity. It's your right to share this amrut of divinity. Imagine the mighty ocean enter a tiny drop. I would never have thought I would be face to face with God.
Imagine the mighty ocean enter a tiny drop. I would never have thought I would be face to face with God. If you wish to bless this vessel,
Which is my heart.
so let it be blessed.
Tears of joy are my guiding steps.
As I dissolve in this ocean of bliss, as I dissolve in this ocean of bliss, as I dissolve in this ocean of bliss, as I dissolve in this ocean of bliss.
As I dissolve in this ocean of bliss, imagine the mighty ocean enter a tiny drop. So these words, they have such deep meaning, but they are what they mean as, what we call as, and what we experience as is self-realization, the inner yoga. And the music is being able to describe it so beautifully. And as you must have felt, that you go at total peace with yourself when you listen to such a song. And so today's little program, though it's such a huge subject, it may take hours to explain what I really want you to understand. But today we will make it experiential, means with music and with a little description about what we are talking about. Today we are talking about self-awakening and inner awakening. And yoga, being Yoga Day today, means yuj. Yuj means to join. So what does join with what? Is your pure desire joins the all-pervading desire of God's love. Very simple. This is said in all our scriptures, in all the lives of the great seers and incarnations that were born over the ages. Through their lives, they depicted this beautiful happening. And we need to just learn a little bit from what happened from our past. Now I'd like you to just please show the chart where I will describe to you that there is an inner subtle system in our body. And that subtle system is something that we can't see. That is why we call it subtle. Now here's a chart of a human being sitting in front of you. And he has inside him this whole gamut of structure within him, which describes his subtle centers and subtle being. This comprises of three powers. The blue line on the, as you see, is on the left, and the yellow line is on the right. So when this person is looking at us, it is the reverse. So what is on the left is the power of desire And what is on the right is the power of action. And then there is a central dark line. Of course, it's supposed to be an invisible line, which is the power of evolution, which is the present. So they say that man evolves only when he stays in the present. And in this complicated diagram that you see, don't have to worry. There are description of the Ida Nadi, the Pingala Nadi, and the Sushumna Nadi. So the left is the Ida, the right is the Pingala, and the center is the Sushumna. So left is Tamsic, right is Rajasic, and central is Sattvic. That's the way it's described in our scriptures. But by the grace of Her Holiness Sri Mataji Nirmala Devi, she propounded this theory of Sahaj Yoga by saying that this subtle system exists in our body and we need to experience it. And unless we experience something, how can we talk about it? How can we do anything with it unless you have the self-experience of it? And this is where Sahaj Yoga gains access or gains advantage to all other forms of yoga, because here it gives you an experiential learning. That means that you will experience it and then you will learn how it works within you. So I am just going to communicate to you this experience through this little talk as well as through music. Why music is introduced in this session is it's very unique because there is no music written on that chart. But if you see this chart very carefully, there is a triangular bone in the base of the spine, and there is a roundabout circle 3.5 coil energy inside that. That energy is given to us since birth, when we were a child in our mother's womb, and it is called the Kundalini. It is the Shakti. It is the energy which we carried from all our previous births. It records our previous lives. And it is a live energy which is lying, sleeping in every human being, irrespective of his caste, creed, color, or nation. And he is like any human being in any part of the world, carries this energy within him. And it is lying, sleeping in a sacrum bone. That's why it's called sacred, because it's the energy of your pure desire. Now, what is the pure desire of man? If you look at man's desires, he is so much worldly. He's so much connected with this world. He wants to have a family. He wants to have a good life. He wants to have a good job. He wants to be recognized. He wants love from people. He has so many needs and demands that he keeps struggling to meet. And so all these desires, these worldly desires, keeps coming and keeps growing in him, and they don't end. As we know that the principle of desires, they are insatiable. So he keeps acting on them and he keeps struggling with his life. And that is seen in this round circle, which is in the center of his Nabhi chakra, which is surrounding him like the void, that green small circle that you see. And all his actions are taken care of by the second chakra, which is above the Kundalini, above the triangular bone, which is the Swadhisthana chakra. And this chakra is also the chakra of creativity. So all these chakra systems are described in our scriptures very beautifully. And our medical science says that these are plexuses. And these plexuses control our body organs. And that's what maintain a healthy balance in a man's life. Now, instead of not going into too much detail into the science of it, I would just like to communicate this little thought to you, that there is this blue line which starts at the bottom of the triangle. There is a chakra there called the root chakra, which is the Muladhara chakra. This is the chakra which allows the Kundalini to rise. It is the chakra of our innocence. It is the chakra of our devotion, our dedication, our commitment, our wisdom. Everything is stored in this chakra. So all I have to say is that these chakras are stored with great knowledge and great qualities, which we are born with and yet undiscovered, unfolded. Now, when you make a pure desire in your heart, that is, your left side gets activated to know this truth about your being, about who you are, where you come from, what are you born for, what is the purpose of life, then if you have that pure desire, then this Kundalini, this energy, wishes to merge with the energy from which it was born, which is above the seventh chakra, the Sahasrara, which is on the top of the head, where you can see that lotus petal with so many lovely colors. And this energy then rises through the central path, which is the Sushumna Nadi, and it pierces through the first chakra, the Swadhisthana chakra. Then, now, would you like to please play the animation, which will make it much more clearer for me to explain to you? Okay. So while they play the animation, as you can just memorize that chart in you, this Kundalini energy rises up through the first chakra, the Swadhisthana chakra. Then it rises up to the second chakra, which is the Nabhi chakra. Then it rises up to the third chakra, which is the heart chakra, which is the Anhat chakra. There you can see it. And this, as you play this video, you will see slowly how this works within you. It's very beautiful arrangement God has made within us. And it then pierces through the heart chakra. And then what happens with this energy is, then when it reaches the heart level, it enlightens our spirit. Our spirit is what we are born with, which is pure, which is not tainted with any sin, nothing. It is born pure in all human beings. And this gets enlightened. And with the enlightenment of this spirit, our attention, which is on worldly things, all the time in that Bhav Sagara, which is moving around us in the center of our, in the center of our Nabhi chakra, that the attention lifts itself up, it gets enlightened on its own, and it takes us to the Agya chakra, which is on the sixth chakra, which is on the brain. Now, what we are showing you here is the Kundalini actually existing on your sacrum bone at the base of the spine. And then you see how this Kundalini rises. When you express the pure desire, this Kundalini awards you the benefit of your self-realization. It is going through these chakras like a serpent, going around all your left and right, comes out of your Agya chakra, and there on top of your head, it connects with the all-pervading power of God's love. That is the power of God that created human being. And that is the ocean, and that Kundalini is the drop. And when I say the ocean becomes the drop, means the ocean comes inside the drop. And how does that happen? All that energy that is all around you has now got the open lotus of the Sahasrara, which is on the brain. All the brain nerve cells open, and it nourishes the body with its energy through the central nervous system. And the left and the right is nurtured. That is our parasympathetic system. And our sympathetic nervous system has this autonomous nervous system, which makes everything run as an auto, which is like we breathe, like we do everything automatically. And this starts happening automatically inside you. You can see how this Kundalini is rising, and it is nourishing your chakras, it is enlightening your chakras, it is making them balance. And then at the top of your head, all the chakras, they become one, they get integrated on top of the Sahasrara, and you are realized. And on your hands, as you see on your fingertips, you can feel cool breeze or vibrations. And this process is called self-realization. So this is the brief that I wanted to give you from this chart. As you see, the left side is controlled by the moon and the right side is controlled by the sun. And self-realization is nothing but your becoming aware of that all-pervading power inside you. And how do you feel it? You feel it in the form of creativity. You feel it in the form of evolution happening within you. Your innocence rises. your security becomes much more at the heart. You become a collective consciously man. You become very forgiving, and you are fully integrated into the divine force. You become collectively conscious. And that is what human beings seek in life. In their heart of hearts, if they get this, what they can then experience is unlimited joy. Now, I would like you to listen to a small speech which I have specially prepared for you of Sri Mataji herself. Please play the speech.
Our brain should become a sakshi, should become a witness. Witness the play. It should not take anything as something extremely serious. When you look at things as sakshi swarupa, as something that you are watching a drama, you may for the time being feel that you are Napoleon or you are the one who is acting. But after some time the play is over, you know it's a play. So to reach that state, you have to become thoughtlessly aware. Because we think from our brain. And this brain goes on thinking, creating a Maya and playing into Maya. Now, here it is, when you are a realized soul, you should see through the Maya. So in your brain, there should be no worry. There should be no stress. There should be no problem. Because you are just watching everything in thoughtless awareness. So when you are thoughtless awareness, means when your brain is just in the state of witness, you understand everything that is divine. Unless and until you are thoughtlessly aware, you cannot grow. That is first thing. And secondly, unless and until you are thoughtlessly aware, you do not know the absolute truth. Through your brain only. You don't have to put your hands, you don't have to ask questions, but it's like a computer that works. It just gives you an answer. In that state, you are completely one with the divine. And it just gives you an answer, and you do that, and you are amazed how it has worked out. Sthita Pragya. Sthita means established. Pragya means enlightened. You should be enlightened personality, absolutely established. First thing.
As you must have noticed, this is what Sri Mataji has explained is what is self-realization. So I think all of you are now ready to take your self-realization, which means all I am asking you to is to be at ease with yourself. If you're wearing shoes, please take them out. Please place your feet on the ground, which must be touching the ground, so that you are grounded with the Mother Earth, because that's what takes away all the negative energy out of our chakras. We put both our hands on towards the screen. We will have an image in front, which you can just close your eyes, put your head on top, put your attention on top of your head, which is the fontanel bone area. And we will both pray to the God Almighty. And we will take permission of our Holiness Shri Mataji Nirmala Devi that we would like to have our self-realization. So both your hands and close your eyes. And in your heart, you have to say Mother, I am the pure spirit. Say it with all your heart. Keep your attention on top of your head. And that is the point where the Kundalini will meet the all-pervading power. Then you have to say with full conviction, Mother, I am my own master. You are your own master. And you have to say this with full conviction. Say this in your heart. Feel that you are the master of all things. Assume that you are the master. Then ask one question. Mother, please grant me pure knowledge of the divine. Mother, please give me pure knowledge and my pure desire to seek the truth. I desire to seek the truth. That should come from you within. We have sought so many things in our lives, so many material things. Let's for once seek the ultimate, the truth for which we were born, to know who we are. So we ask this question, Mother, please reveal to me who am I and what is the purpose of my life. Please awaken that power of Saraswati within me, the knowledge, the pure knowledge of the divine. As you say that with your free will, your Kundalini rises. But it is feeling that you are still guilty about something. You feel you may have done some wrong, but you haven't, because your spirit is pure. It is born pure, but it is only surrounded by some clouds, which we have collected from our past lives, from our thinking. So we just pray in our heart that, Mother, I am the pure spirit and I am not guilty. I have not done anything wrong because the spirit doesn't do anything wrong. Say this with full in your heart, I am not guilty. Now, I would like all of you to keep your left hand towards the screen and right hand, you should hold your frontal portion of the head, जैसे सर में दर्द होता है, and just अपने हाथ को थोड़ा झुका लीजिए, अपने सर को थोड़ा झुका लीजिए, just bend your head a bit, close your eyes, press from both sides, and say in your heart of hearts, Mother, I forgive everyone. मैं सबको क्षमा करता हूँ. ऐसा मत सोचिए कि किसको क्षमा करना है या किसने गलती की है. Just forgive everyone. सबको क्षमा कर. Now on top of your head, put your center of your palm on your sentinel bone area, जो आपके सर के ऊपर नरम होता है तालू बाग में, उसको आप चमड़ी को दबा के और क्लॉकवाइज गोल गोल घुमाएं, 7 बार घुमाएं और अपने हाथ को सर के ऊपर अपनी चमड़ी को घुमाएं सेंटर ऑफ द हेड पे, और हर बार घुमाते घुमाते कहिए, मदर प्लीज ग्रांट मी माय सेल्फ रियलाइजेशन. 7 times. Mother, please grant me my self-realization. 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 7 बार करने के बाद आप अपना हाथ हटा दें और दोनों हाथ अपने हृदय के लेवल पे स्क्रीन पे ले आए. चित्त आपका वहीं रहे जहां दबाया था. अब मैं एक आपको भजन सुनाऊंगा, मैं गाऊंगा, आप बस अपना चित्त अपने सहस्त्रार पे रखें. आंखें खोलना चाहें तो स्क्रीन को देखें, दोनों हाथों पे फील कीजिए वाइब्रेशंस या कूल ब्रीज और एंजॉय करिए. वी विल गो इनटू अ स्टेट ऑफ मेडिटेशन विद दिस सॉन्ग. जागो 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 कुंडलिनी माँ, करो सब पे कृपा। जागो कुंडलिनी माँ, करो सब पे कृपा। सहस्त्रार में आके, सहस्त्रार में आके छू ही लेंगे वो हम आसमां। जागो कुंडलिनी माँ, करो सब पे कृपा। मूलाधार में तुम बैठी हो माँ, सदियों से तुम सोई हुई। मूलाधार में तुम बैठी हो माँ, सदियों से तुम सोई हुई। इच्छा हुई पाले तुझको, इच्छा हुई पाले तुझको। हासिल हो तुम जागो कुंडलिनी माँ, जागो कुंडलिनी माँ, करो सब पे कृपा। समा जाओ माँ मज्जा में अभी, सभी चक्र तुम निरंजित करो। समा जाओ माँ मज्जा में अभी, सभी चक्र तुम निरंजित करो। गणेशा स्वयं पूजे तुझको, गणेशा स्वयं पूजे तुझको। शरण में तेरी जागो कुंडलिनी माँ, जागो कुंडलिनी माँ, करो सब पे कृपा। सोई आत्मा में प्रकाश भरो, जो बिखरे है चित्त एकत्रित करो। सोई आत्मा में प्रकाश भरो, जो बिखरे है चित्त एकत्रित करो। तभी दूर होंगे अंधेरे, तभी दूर होंगे अंधेरे। रोशनी में तेरी जागो कुंडलिनी माँ, जागो कुंडलिनी माँ, करो सब पे कृपा। सहस्त्रार में आके, सहस्त्रार में आके छू ही लेंगे वो हम आसमां। जागो कुंडलिनी माँ, करो सब पे कृपा, करो सब पे कृपा, करो सब पे कृपा। कृपया इसी स्थिति में 2 मिनट के लिए हाथ आगे फैला के श्री माता जी की ओर आप रखें स्क्रीन पे, एंड प्रे टू मदर कि माँ मुझे मेरे अपने अस्तित्व से मिला दें, मुझे मेरी आत्मा से मिला दें, मुझे ईश्वर की उस शक्ति से मिला दें जो मुझे शक्तिशाली कर दे। मेरे अंदर से सारे अवगुण मिटा के मुझे ईश्वर का एक अंश बना दे। इस समय के लिए मैं निर्विचार ध्यान में चला जाऊं, कोई भी विचार ना रहे मेरे अंदर। ये ध्यान की पहली अवस्था है, निर्विचारिता। सो दिस इज द फर्स्ट स्टेट of being in thoughtless awareness. When you are sitting in meditation, you have to first achieve the state of thoughtless awareness. इस awareness को बढ़ाने के लिए और आगे हमारे अंदर ये कौन सी शक्तियां हैं जो काम कर रही हैं, all these energies that are making it work within us, हम ये श्री माता जी की एक छोटी सी स्पीच में सुनते हैं. Please play the second speech of Shri Mataji. Thank you.
Consciousness is vertically placed. Subconscious and supraconscious. Supraconscious right hand side of you and the subconscious left hand side of you. And in the central, the path is left. This is the Sushumna path. It is the Mahalakshmi's path. It is the path that leads you to the state of Virat, the state of your brain. So now the combination of three things work out. The brain is the Virat, heart is Shiva, and the liver is Sadashiva, is Brahmadeva. All these three powers are there. But at the time when you are realized, then your brain surrenders to Shiva, to the principle of Shiva, that is the spirit. Brain is surrender. Surrender not by force or anything, but to absorb the power of the spirit. The brain gets surrendered completely to the spirit, so that the spirit enlightens the brain. It is the enlightenment of the brain that gives you all this subtle understanding. It is to make your brain understand there are so many blissful happenings. People are blessed once, twice, thrice, then they are surprised. The brain starts thinking, how did I get this blessing? How did it happen to me? How could I get my transformation? So slowly, they start trusting their heart. Means they start trusting their spirit. They start trusting their devotion. And this is how the bhakti is absolutely done without any desire, without any asking, without any obligation, just in oneness. Because the brain joins hands with the heart, we can say. Now also the Brahmadeva becomes surrendered. As a result, what happens that your liver is surrendered to your brain. When this happens, when your liver is surrendered to your brain, whatever you do is all enlightened work. Whatever you do. Whether you sing, whether you are a government servant, whether anything, whatever you do with your brain, anything, through the Swadhisthana or through the Brahmadeva, it is an enlightened work. As it is the brain which is enlightened, which is connected with this all-pervading power. Whatever you are doing, whatever your ideas are, being absolutely enlightened means that you achieve that. Enlightened brain, whatever it thinks, it is thinking as well as achieving, both together. It's a thing to be understood that an enlightened person has the power to achieve anything. But at the same time, his desires would be divine. Then, as a result of this brain becoming enlightened, you start having faith in it. Nirvikalpa, you become doubtlessly aware. As soon as you become, the brain becomes doubtless. It's the brain that thinks, the brain that doubts, the brain that creates all conditioning, is the brain that creates ego. One instrument doing all this nonsense. Hatred it will create. It will justify nonsense. It will criticize others. It will hate others. It will make fun of others. So after enlightenment, what happens that the brain is at peace. Absolutely at peace with itself. It doesn't react. But only the people who are enlightened, their nervous system is so charged that they can feel what is wrong, what is right, they can feel the divinity, they can make out who are incarnations and who were not. You don't know what has happened to your nervous system. A new dimension has started. Absolutely a new dimension in your nervous system has come, which is manifesting. So the detachment from the matter is only possible if you know generosity. If you have a generous, detached temperament, then you can never get involved with matter. And whatever you are involved, it is love. What is the love? That is detached, I have told many a time, like a sap in the tree rises, goes to every part of the tree and is not attached to any part. And if it gets attached, then the tree will die and that fruit, whatever it is, will die. So what is it of detached love is? Detached love is the most beautiful thing. Firstly, by detached love, you know what to give to whom. What will make people happy? What will make them joyous? What do they like? In love only you know this thing. What do they like? But this detachment has to be full and complete. Then only you really get people attached to you, otherwise you cannot. If you are not detached, you cannot get that complete love for another person. So to think yourself to be higher than others, to think that you are more beautiful than others, others are ugly. All this is the brain which takes you to ego, and the ego is the one who befools you completely all the time.
In a very small talk of Mother, she has clearly indicated to us what happens within us, how we are becoming empowered. So first is, I told you that there is heart, which in lies the spirit which gets enlightened. And when the heart and the brain get connected, when Vashi Mataji said, is firstly, when we were not realized, when our spirit was not enlightened, our brain was controlling everything around us, thinking and developing ego and superego within us. Ego means when we are overdoing things and we believe we are doing it. And superego is when we are devoid of things and we are suffering. So all these sufferings, they all pile up inside our brain and they form these ego and superego balloons. And so when the Kundalini rises at the Agya level, the sixth chakra, it pulls in both the balloons and you become thoughtless. So what she's saying is that at that level, that brain comes to the level of the heart, means the enlightened heart is now controlling the brain. So when your heart is filled with love, is filled with compassion, is filled with wanting to do something for the other, like benevolence, it triggers the brain to act accordingly. And so we automatically become that kind of a person. And this is what happens with self-realization. And the second part she said, which is a part of our liver, which she talked of, is controlled by the second chakra, the Swadhisthana chakra, which is the chakra of pure knowledge. So when you are awakened, that knowledge becomes awakened. That knowledge, actually, the work of the liver is basically to pull out all the heat and distribute it so that all the organs can work properly. But when we think too much, then that becomes overheated and it's not able to do its own functions, and all the other body functions, body parts are deprived of their own work. And that's how we develop imbalance and diseases. So what she said was that once the liver is surrendered to the brain, which is the liver means the creative aspect of a human being, means when your Kundalini clears this chakra, when it rises up, you become creative, you become expressive, your work becomes your worship, and your brain actually helps the liver to perform according to the wishes of the heart. And though this beautiful triangle starts working in an automatic way inside you, and that's the impact of Sahaj Yoga meditation in your life. If you meditate morning and evening, which can be taught to you, which is being taught to you, you will realize that inside you, you have become a complete personality. You know the purpose of your life, you know what you need to get to, and you can do it because all these aspects are awakened within you. The Brahma Deva in the liver, the Shivji in your heart, and the Virat, which is the final form of Vishnu, on your brain. So, Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh, all three powers get awakened with the practice of Sahaj Yoga. That is the gist of what Shri Mataji has just spoken. I hope I've been able to communicate this to you all. Now we will put our hands, we will go into a little part of meditation with this song. This song is the one that made me a Sahaj Yogi. This is one of the first few poems I wrote and composed and sang before Mother. And Mother said, when you sing this, people go into deep meditation. I share this music with you so that you can experience more deeper meditation right now. Please play Tere Saanson Ki Jab Ek Ladi.
जो चक्र भये, ऐसी तेरी धुन है बह जाए, हर नस झंकार से भर जाए। हर गीत में लय, हर लय में तू, मैं खुद को भूला जाता हूँ। अब जी तो मेरा ये चाहता है, अब जी तो मेरा ये चाहता है, तेरे प्यार की सरगम बन जाऊं, तेरी सांसों की जब एक लड़ी, सुखमन मेरी को भर देगी। ये गीत जो मुझसे बहते हैं, तेरे पूजन की ही कहते हैं। हर दिल में तेरा ही गान बसे, तेरी धुन में मगन हर जीव रसे, हर जीव रसे। बेहोश नहीं ये गौरव है, रोशन चेतन की गुंजन है। जब मस्त हुए तो क्या कहने, जब मस्त हुए तो क्या कहने, मेरी शक्ति ही मधु पूजन है, तेरी सांसों की जब एक लड़ी, सुखमन मेरी को भर देगी। आनंद की बौछारों में तेरी पावनता के दीप जले, इतना रोशन मुझे करते चले, दिल के भीतर कई राग छिड़े। हर राग में नव इंसान जगे, ऐसा मंथन रस रूप धरे। सब गण हर गण तेरी रास रचे, सब गण हर गण तेरी रास रचे। तब जीवन स्वर्ग का धाम बने, तेरी सांसों की जब एक लड़ी, सुखमन मेरी को भर देगी। तब देह मेरा बांसुरी बने, सब राग मधुर स्वर में बजे, स्वर में बजे। सब राग मधुर स्वर में बजे, स्वर में बजे।
I hope that you are truly enjoying this webinar of meditation and music. We are trying to bring both the brain and the heart together and invoking your liver to become more creative. And understanding this concept of Sahaj Yoga is so deep and yet it is so simple. इसको सहज क्यों कहा गया है? क्योंकि ये बहुत आसान है, इसमें एफर्ट नहीं करनी पड़ती. इट इज एफर्टलेस. एक बार आप डिजायर करते हैं, if you desire, the Kundalini automatically rises and grants you your self-realization, which you have felt on top of your head or your hands as a cool breeze or vibrations. Now, what is the impact of Sahaj Yoga meditation in our lives? The first is we become thoughtless, and at the state of thoughtlessness, we become a witness. We witness the world as a drama, and without being an actor in the drama, we are able to solve the story of the drama, which is our own life. And that's how we become our own master. And the other thing that meditation does to us is that the 7 chakras that we had just shown you, they all have their own innate qualities, the qualities of the deities. Those are the incarnations that came on earth from time to time, lead their lives, and showed us what kind of qualities a human being can develop inside him. They are all stored in these chakras. So once they are awakened, once they are nourished by the Kundalini, they become prasarit ho jate hain. They start broadcasting within you. So you suddenly start discovering a transformation happening in your life. Transformation that you're a creative human being, you're becoming full of love, you have better relationships, you have better jobs, you're able to do good to the world, you become very benevolent, you become very sweet, you become very forgiving, and you become a great orator, you become a great student, and you become a great ruler, and talk of what you always want to be, and you get it. So why not? This is for free. We don't charge anything to tell you about Sahaj Yoga. Why? Because mother used to tell us, if you put a seed inside the mother earth, what money do you give it to sprout? You cannot. So this is like the seed inside you, the seed of your pure desire. When you nourish it with these 5 elements around you, the earth, the water, the fire, the ether, all these elements, they help nourish your chakras, bring them to balance. And when you are not too much on the right, you're not too much on the left, you are in the middle, in the center, then you are in the present. And that is why they say that it is the present of life. It presents you like a present. It's a present to you for free to have it. I will say, let's rejoice this moment of Yoga Day with this last song, and then we will open up question answers. If you still have time, I'll be very happy to answer all your queries. So let's have the last song, please. Sitting in the Heart, an English song.
Sitting in the heart of the universe, we know your love is flowing through us. Sitting in the heart of the universe, we know your love is flowing through us. Shri Mataji, we love you. Shri Mataji, we love you. Shri Mataji, we love you. Sitting in the heart of the universe, we know your love is flowing through us. Sitting in the heart of the universe, we know your love is flowing through us. Mahakali Mahalakshmi, you are Mother Adi Shakti. You are Mahakali Mahalakshmi, you are Mother Adi Shakti. Your power within us when we feel it, our hearts rejoice in bhakti. Your power within us when we feel it, our hearts rejoice in bhakti. When we surrender, we are in paradise. When we surrender, we are in paradise. Sitting in the heart of the universe, we know your love is flowing through us. Sitting in the heart of the universe, we know your love is flowing through us. Shri Mataji, we love you. 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 Sitting in the heart of the universe, we know your love is flowing through us. Sitting in the heart of the universe, we know your love is flowing through us. You are the supreme creator. You play the game of creation. You are the supreme creator. You play the game of creation. You have given us Shri Ganesha for us to have realization. You have given us Shri Ganesha for us to have realization. When we surrender, we are in paradise. When we surrender, we are in paradise. Sitting in the heart of the universe, we know your love is flowing through us. Sitting in the heart of the universe, we know your love is flowing through us. Shri Mataji, we love you. 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 Sitting in the heart of the universe, we know your love is flowing through us. sitting in the heart of the universe. We know your love is flowing through Goddesses of Vaikuntha, bless us when we get together. Gods, goddesses of Vaikuntha, bless us when we get together. On the shores of Russia, our hearts are united forever. On the shores of Russia, our hearts are united through mother. When we surrender, we are in paradise. When we surrender, we are in paradise. Sitting in the heart of the universe, we know your love is flowing through us. Sitting in the heart of the universe, we know your love is flowing through us. Shri Mata Ji, we love you. 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 Sitting in the heart of the universe, we know your love is flowing through us. Sitting in the heart of the universe, we know your love is flowing through us. Sitting in the heart of the universe, we know your love is flowing through us. Sitting in the heart of the universe, we know your love is flowing through us. We know your love is flowing through us.
Okay, I mentioned Russia. You must be wondering why. Because I recorded this specially for the Russians. You know, Sahaj Yoga is being followed in over 130 countries across the world. We have hundreds and thousands of people practicing this meditation, and they have gained so much in their lives. I don't know, these people live in joy forever, and they have no diseases. They never suffer from any problems. They are the real yogis who are ruling this world. I want all of you to practice this meditation. It's my earnest desire, a prayer to all of you. Do start. We do classes here and we can teach you. Thank you. Now I open this for question answers if there are any.
Thank you so much, sir. I would request Simran to kindly take over for the question answer session.
Thank you, Anviksha. Sir, the first question is it better to meditate in silence or with music?
First, you have to develop the silence within. So once the silence gets established, then music will help you to enhance that silence. Because music is not noise. Music actually creates the silence within you. That's true music. So that's the music I'm talking about.
Okay, sir. Sir, another one is, in this busy schedule that most of us are living, what minimum time should be given to meditation? And if we time bound, then we automatically become conscious.
Yeah. Very good question. What is time given to us? What is this time for us? It is for ourselves. Why are we running against time? Why are we running a rat race? What are we getting it? Money, family, well-being. But when you meditate, you go into a timeless zone. There is no time. And yet, I tell you to start with 5 to 10 minutes in the morning and 5 to 10 minutes in the evening. And once you get into the real meditation, the timeless zone, then there is no limit. And I'll tell you, whatever time that you will meditate in the morning and in the evening, you will begin enjoying it. Like you enjoy other things in life. जिसके लिए आपके पास time होता है. You want to do this because you have time for that. You've scheduled yourself for a lot of things. Schedule yourself for meditation morning and evening. And you will find your meditation giving you a lot of time for everything else to do in this world. Because from timelessness, you will be dictating time to your life rather than you be subservient to time, which we are today.
Okay, sir. Sir, the last one is, what are the initial steps that a non-practitioner of Sahaj Yoga should take in order to attain the level of self-realization?
I'm getting cut off.
Okay.
Hello?
Yeah. Sir, the
Please
question
repeat.
is,
Yeah.
what are the initial steps that a non-practitioner of Sahaj Yoga should take in order to attain the level of self-realization?
Okay. So there is no effort to be put into, no steps to be taken to take your self-realization. All you have to do is just make a desire. Like just now we did a session and you felt something on your palms or your fingers, some breeze or some vibrations. You felt calmness. You felt you became thoughtless. That is that your self-realization has started. That is the only first step you have to take. Then every time you sit and meditate, you have to learn meditation. Of course, there are ways how to start your meditation, conduct your meditation that we will teach you. But eventually, when you grow into that thoughtless state, then there will be no steps. All the steps will come automatically to you. Because all this vidya, all this gyan is never taught. It is self-learning. It is self-achieving. It reveals itself to you. Okay? I read a question, what age should meditation be introduced? At all ages. You could be 90 to start, or you could be just a child. Because it's so simple to do. There's nothing much to understand. You have to just sit before her photograph and you have to ask for your self-realization and then enjoy the vibrations.
Thank you so much, sir, for beautifully summing up those questions. I'm sure that your answers did suffice for the questions that were asked. Other than that, thank you, sir, for guiding us through this beautiful journey of self-realization. Even though we had limited time, I'm sure the experience must have been really good for each one of us present over here. And thank you for gracing us with your beautiful voice and insightful talk. I would now like to invite Madhu Bhatta ma'am for the vote of thanks.
Thank you so much. I appeal to your college president and your principals and all your teachers that please bring Sahaj Yoga into your regular curriculum. Let it be a free class that can be held every day rather. There should be a meditation session before you start your classes. You know, you will see how well you will grow in your studies as well as in your character, in your becoming a better citizen of this world. This is my appeal to you, sir. Please, I will do everything in my possibility to help you with this program. Thank you.
Ma'am, you're on.
Hello, everyone. Actually, no words are left to speak after such mesmerizing program. Sanjay used to create wonders when those who are already in Sahaj Yoga, so they used to just start dancing, and thousands of seekers used to, I just remember those scenes when Sanjay used to sing. So here, uh, although we have only few participants, and I hope their hearts are opened after hearing him and getting their self-realization. So, on behalf of Student Welfare Committee and School of Happiness, I extend heartfelt thanks to Sanjay ji for accepting our invitation and giving such wonderful experiences today. I also want to thank our principal sir, vice principal TK Mishra ji, because we are having regular classes also of Sah Yoga in every week in School of Happiness. So those who want to join us, they can join us. Um, our IQAC coordinator, Dr. Lata, our esteemed faculty members who have joined us today, I thank all of them. Our participants from various places and colleges, of course, deserve special thanks who made this program a great success. Mr. Parkar, Mr. B, Subodhji, our technical staff, office bearers, Anviksha, Riddhi, Sanya, Marling, Tanesh, and all the volunteers who work very hard to make this program run smoothly and efficiently need special appreciation and thanks. I hope everyone will take the full benefits of today's program, and for any further sessions and queries, the names of volunteers with mobile numbers are there in chat box, and Viksha, please provide them those numbers where they can ask, talk to us. Okay, you can give my number also. They can talk to me, Sanjay ji. We can invite Sanjay ji every month. It would be our great joy for us if Sanjay ji could join us every month, next
Sure.
month.
Sure. I will love to.
So, Mishra ji, you also are sure that you are going to invite him next month.
Well, we will be obliged if he finds time for us. I mean, uh, we really enjoy every words of his, and we find ourselves extremely lucky to have him, so frequently. And he's so generous for our college. If he says that he can come every month, he's most welcome.
Thank you, sir. I'll be available whenever you call me. Thank you.
And I mean, the way he combines music, the first question that was asked, music is a source of relaxation. Sahaj Yoga also source of relaxation. Music soothes your nerves, okay, soothes your nerves, and yoga helps you physically to have concentration on that and enjoy the full relaxation. So, blending of these two is really, I mean, so nice for each one of us. Our youngsters, some of them asked a question that, I mean, what should we do? How should we start? First you should have a belief in the whole system. And then gradually, as Talwarji said, that first step, and try to see what is the benefit of the first step. Then automatically you will be drawn for the second step. So experience, you need to experience this and have trust on your teachers, on Sanjay Talwarji, because these are the people who have realized these things. This is not, they are not saying something from a book or some lectures, etc. They are the seekers. They have realized the benefit of doing Sahaj Yoga. So we are, in fact, listening from the accomplished people, okay, who have tried and tested all these things. So we should take these things very seriously, and we should thank ourselves if we find time to listen to these people. That's all. Madhuji is instrumental in having all these things and providing this facility to our college students. But I am really very sorry that youngsters are not able to appreciate these opportunities and Sahaj Yoga has become even more important today because, you know, these youths are having all social media problem and, you know, which we never experienced. So the new generation is in deep trouble. And for them, it's like a medicine. It's a medicine. And, you know, we need to do some research that, you know, we generally take, you know, pills for relaxation, which has a side effect. This is something which gives you equal kind of toxic effect, you know. I mean, you are so relaxed and without any side effect, without any side effect. So these are the things which we need to appreciate. Okay. And, you know, about Sanjay Talwarji is one example, you know, because in the classes, when we organize classes, college has a provision of, you know, paying fees, etc. to the speakers. But he's the one who would never, you know, accept all these things. So he's a living example that we run after money, but, you know, money runs after him, but still he says, no, I don't need it. So we are really very lucky, and I give full marks to Madhu Bhatta ma'am for having provided such kind of person, and I wish to see him more and more. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us today. I request everyone to please fill in the feedback forms. It is very crucial for us. So we will keep the meeting open for 5 minutes more, and requesting you all to please fill in the feedback forms. Thank you.
I take your leave. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, sir.